local and international students are not required to pay any tuition fee at this particular university today. Let me quickly walk you through the admission process so that I can guide you through how you can easily apply to this particular university today. But before we do that, I want us to look at the list of programs and the deadline at this particular school today. Because you will be applying directly on the school official website, you do not require to pay any admission application fee as at this time. Okay. On the page that says how to apply, on this page is where you are going to see some of the requirements you need to make sure that you meet up with before you start your application. The application procedure for a bachelor degree is different from the application procedure for a postgraduate program. Okay. And if you scroll down to the section, you are going to see that there are different sections here. There's one for the bachelor, one for the state examination, and one for the masters as well. So before we go ahead, I want us to take a look at the master degree application procedure. If you have an international recognized degree and you like to pursue your master degree at this university today, then you are able to apply online directly to the university official portal without paying any admission application fee. You need to upload all the required documents on the portal, which includes your school leaving certificate and possible university entrance examination. You need to upload your certificate of study courses, diploma, and transcript of record. To make it short for you, you only need to upload your transcript of record at this particular university. If your original documents are not written in English or in German, you need to provide an approved translation. Okay, so which means you need to make sure you translate your documents to either German or English before you use it for your application. You also need to provide evidence of your language skill, which you can prove through IELTS test score results or using the TOEFL test score results. Additional document that you need to make available for your application at this particular school is your CV, your summary of your thesis in your bachelor study, and also letter of motivation. Okay, so this is an additional document that you need to make sure it is available. Okay, the selection process is done on the basis of professional and personal qualification and start right after the end of the application period. What is the deadline that you have to make sure you apply? The deadline for admission at this particular school for the summer semester is 15th of January. So you still have the place to apply. As at the time of recording this video, you still have like 14 days to file your application to this particular school today. And here you can see some of the questions that a lot of people are asking and how you can get those information right. If you scroll down to this section where it says deadline right here, if you come back here, you are going to see admission deadline, admission for the 4 subject related semester, which is either for the bachelor and also for the masters as well. Application for a higher semester, you also need to check through and see information. So this is majorly going to end by 15th of January. Okay, so you want to make sure you scroll down and look at what is very important to you at this particular university today. Okay, now let's take a look at some of the programs that are available at this school before we go ahead to go and do the application together. Okay, so if you scroll down to this section, you are going to see here they have the bachelor, they have the master of arts science, master of education, state examination, doctoral courses. So you want to look at the subject right here where they have the artistic education, applied psychology, English study, behavioral, from neuromechanism to evolution, image and art history, educational service, educational science, biochemistry, bioinformatics, biology, mechatronics, biophysics, chemistry, data science, German, diaconal science, pedagogy, educational science. All of these programs are the programs that this university have at this time, and you can see they also have computer science, intelligence, interactive system, intelligence and movement. All of these are programs that you can get. They have a lot of art and science courses that you can check out for at this particular university today. So when you are okay with the information that you are looking for on the list of programs that are available, then the next thing you want to make sure you do is to go ahead to the section where you can start your application immediately. So if you go back to the deadline page, where we see information about the deadline that has been listed on this particular page, you will also want to see that there's a PDF file here that you can see deadline up to 2030 for this particular university. Okay, so we need to now go back to the page where we have the admission application process that we've looked at recently. So you want to make sure you click at this section where it says go to the application portal, and when you click on go to the application portal, it will take you to the portal where you can actually start your admission application immediately. Okay, so if you get to this page where they have the campus portal application system, you are going to get confused, and this is why you need to pay attention at this point so that you don't make mistake with your admission application. If you look at this first one here, it says application for restricted admission combined bachelor / all masters or doctoral in medicine. The second one is for restricted admission, first subject, bachelor, state examination, and the rest. So this is not the one you are supposed to use. And if you look at this section, it says application login to view the status of your application, and here it says enrollment. Enrollment is supposed to come after you've gotten admission. Okay, here it says in a single subject bachelor program with no admission requirement, or combined bachelor program with no admission requirements. Okay, so then you need to scroll down. You are going to now see the student login. So if you click on this first one, this is what you are going to find here. This is what you are going to find. If you click on this one right here, this is what you are going to find. So I just want to show you before I show you what you need to do. So that is what you are going to find. Then you now need to go back to that page and go and click on this one right here. So when you click on that one, it's going to bring you to this page. Here it says login for applicants, and as you can see right here, it says forget password, no user ID yet. Then you need to register here. Already enrolled at the university to register for student, so you need to click on this one that says register. Okay, so by now you should be familiar with the login and the register button that is becoming the same thing. So after you've created your login credential, then you can put in your ID and your password. Now let's look at that. Click on register right here. So if I click on register right here, then it will take me to this page where I can start the process. So we need to first translate the page to English so that we can understand what is being written on the page. Here it says register only once. After registering, you will receive a welcome email to the email address you provided describing how to proceed. Remember your user ID, which you will receive in the welcome email after registration, as well as the chosen password. You will need this to log into the portal in the future. Please do not register if you've already registered within this or the previous application process or have an account. So this is where you now want to start your application. Okay, so let me take you back to that page. So you don't just want to click on any other thing. You want to make sure you click on what I have shown you, which is by clicking on this login to the portal first. Then when you go to the login portal page, you want to now click on that register button below the forgot password that you've seen earlier. So after you've done this, then you can now proceed to start creating your information. Okay, so if you scroll down here, it says at this university, courses listed below are awarded using the dialogue oriented services of the foundation of the university admission. For the winter, all of these. For the summer, first examination, state in law, all of those. Please note that the data protection information. Okay, so you don't need to provide this information, so just skip this section. You don't need to provide it. So this is how you can know that you can skip it. If you look at this last thing here, you can see that there's an asterisk here. Any website where you are filling information and you see an asterisk, it means that the information on that particular field is very, very important and you cannot skip them. Okay, but here you can see that that information is not here. So you now need to scroll down to start providing your information, your last name, your first name, your gender, academic designation title, your academic degree, your name, your date of birth, place of birth, country of birth, nationality, then your contact information, which include your phone number, your address, your postal code, all of those, your email address. Then you can now create your password. Okay, so you also need to prove that you are not a robot trying to get into the system. So you also need to answer the security question that will be presented to you when you are doing your application to this school. Okay, so make sure you fill all this information proper. Okay, don't do mistake, don't rush, take it one after the other. You still have limited period to apply to this university. So if you are coming across this video, make sure you rush and apply as soon as you can, but don't rush your admission. Carefully read through information before you start the process. Okay, now if you scroll down to this section, you scroll down, you answer the security question, you make sure you click on this checkbox here. You click on this checkbox, then you scroll down, you now click to register. So then you can now be registered to the website, okay, to the application portal. So once you click on register right here, it will now send you a confirmation email. So because I have not provided any information, so it's going to filter error. As you can see, it filters error, so I need to make sure I fill all this information, but I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm not going to fill this all this information. One important thing that you don't want to do mistake with is selecting the appropriate button from here. So once you are sure that you are selecting the appropriate information, then you are getting to the right page. You just want to make sure you sign in correctly, get your confirmation email, log into the portal, click on start new application, select your program of interest, put in information about your previous education information. Also, you need to upload all those documents that we've seen on the admission application process or procedure page, which include your proof of language knowledge, your transcript of record, your school living certificate, your CV, your summary of your thesis, your letter of motivation, and every other required information for your preferred course of study. Don't forget, this is one of the top university in Germany that you can apply to without paying any tuition fee. But you need to remember that if you are applying to any of these schools in Germany, you also need to get a way to provide your living expenses. Okay, so if this video interests you and you think you find it useful, especially about the admission application part, you want to make sure you drop a like, and also make sure you drop your question. If you have any question, let me know the country where you are watching from as at this time. Okay, till then, I'm going to catch up in another one. Peace.